What if I told you Johnny Depp just stepped into his darkest role yet? I know, we've seen him play some wild characters over the years. From a quirky pirate to a man with scissors for hands, even that super weird candy guy with the purple coat. He's always had a knack for bringing strange roles to life. But this new one? It's on a completely different level. This time, he's not just playing a creepy character. He's channeling something darker. Something you can't look away from. And what makes it even more intense? He's teaming up with none other than Ridley Scott. Yeah, that Ridley Scott. The one behind classics like Alien, Gladiator, and The Martian. So now we've got Depp diving into horror, with one of the greatest directors ever. That's the kind of combo that gets people talking. If you're into horror that doesn't just rely on jump scares, if you love creepy stories that mess with your head, play with your emotions, and leave you thinking long after the credits roll, then this one's going to be right up your alley. So what's the deal with this trailer? Why is everyone buzzing about it? Well, the trailer just dropped, and let me tell you, it's not what anyone expected. We all knew it would be dark and stylish, because come on, it's Ridley Scott. But what we actually got was something way more unsettling. It hits you in the gut. It crawls under your skin. The colors are harsh. The lighting is sharp. Every frame feels intentional. It's like every shot is trying to tell you a secret, but in a language you don't quite understand. And right in the middle of it all is Johnny Depp. But he doesn't look like himself. He's older, sure, but more than that, he looks hollow. Empty. Like something inside him just shut off. The way he moves. The way he looks at the camera. It's quiet. But creepy. And when he finally speaks, his voice is low and calm. But you can feel the weight in every word. It's not just acting. It's like he's channeling something that doesn't even belong in this world. So what's the actual story here? From what we know so far, Depp's character makes a choice. He invites something ancient and evil into his life, hoping to gain power, or maybe escape something. But like all stories about deals with the dark, things go downhill fast. It's a slow burn. The horror creeps in, step by step, until he's completely swallowed up by it. The setting is just as eerie. Most of the film takes place in this huge, decaying mansion. The kind of place that makes your skin crawl just by looking at it. You can almost smell the old wood, the mold, the dust in the air. The walls seem to breathe. The shadows move even when nothing else does. And here's the thing. Depp isn't running from the evil. He's becoming it. There's no dramatic screaming. No over-the-top violence. It's subtle. He whispers more than he talks. He stares instead of reacting. And that makes it even scarier. Because sometimes the quiet ones, they're the most dangerous. There's one moment in the trailer, just a few seconds long, but it stays with you. He's standing still. Staring into the camera. His eyes are red. There are tears. His hands are covered in blood. No music. No words. Just that stare. And in that second, you realize, he's too far gone. There's no coming back. Now, we all know Depp's not afraid of dark characters. He's played men who are broken, lost, twisted. But this role feels different. There's no charm here. No funny lines or lovable weirdness. Just darkness. And it feels real. Like maybe he's pulling from something personal. Or maybe he just let the role take over. And that's where it gets interesting. Behind the scenes, there are already whispers that Depp stayed in character the entire time. That he avoided the rest of the cast. That he didn't break during takes. He isolated himself. He walked alone on set. Method acting? Maybe. Or maybe this role affected him in ways we haven't seen before. And Ridley Scott isn't holding back either. His fingerprints are all over this film. The lighting, the pacing, the atmosphere, it's pure Ridley. But this time, it feels even more intense. Like he's been waiting for a story like this. A story where evil isn't loud and explosive. It's slow. Quiet. Inevitable. There are little details sprinkled throughout the trailer, things you might miss if you're not paying attention. For example, in one quick shot, there's a Latin phrase carved into the floor. It says, lux in tenebris, which means, light in the darkness. Now, that could mean a lot of things. Maybe there's still hope. Maybe it's a hint that someone's going to fight back. Or maybe it's just there to mess with us. And the sound design? It's brilliant. You hear sounds, but something feels off. Like doors closing that sound like they're opening. Or whispers that fade in and out in reverse. It tricks your brain. Makes you feel uneasy without knowing why. And here's something that's got fans extra curious. There's a rumor that the movie is based on real events. Or at least inspired by them. Supposedly, there was a ritual in 19th century Europe that went horribly wrong, leading to a string of strange deaths. Is that true? No one's saying. But the idea alone adds a whole new layer of creepiness. And if you're a fan of Ridley Scott's older work, you'll love this. There's a quick nod to Alien in the trailer. Just a flickering hallway light. Same rhythm. Same color. Probably not a coincidence. Scott loves planting little Easter eggs like that. So yeah, this film is shaping up to be something truly unique. A mix of classic horror, psychological drama, and eerie beauty. The kind of movie that doesn't just scare you, it haunts you. And Johnny Depp? He might be giving us one of the most powerful performances of his career. Not because it's loud or flashy. But because it's raw. Honest. Disturbing in all the right ways. Now here's the big question, is this going to be Depp's ultimate comeback? Or will it be the role that finally pushes him too far? That's what everyone's wondering right now. But what do you think? Did the trailer give you chills too? Do you think Depp is going to pull off something legendary here, or do you think it's just hype? Seriously, I'd love to hear your take. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it. And if you're into movies that dive deep into characters, especially those that explore darkness, trauma, and transformation, there's another video on the channel you might want to check out. It's all about the roles that almost broke famous actors. Some of those stories are wild, and a few of them even tie into what we're seeing with Depp right now. Before you go, if you enjoyed this breakdown, giving it a like really helps the channel. And if you're into deep dives, trailers, film psychology, or just creepy storytelling in general, go ahead and subscribe. There's a lot more coming, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And remember, sometimes the scariest monsters aren't the ones hiding under the bed. They're the ones standing quietly in the mirror. Stay curious. Stay safe. And stay spooky.